Okay, so exciting day. I found an old barn find, an old CJ5, 1958, that I got Ezra in the car here with me. We're gonna go take a look at this. Apparently it's been sitting for 3 years. We're gonna see if it starts. I'm not sure it will. But anyways, I'm planning on picking it up, taking it home, checking it out, and see what we can do with it. The first problem that we were just discussing, how are we gonna get it on the dolly if it doesn't run? Well, hopefully we can get enough pushing power. How are those muscles? Look at that muscle shirt. Let's see what we find. And here it is, 1958 CJ5, finally pulled out of the barn after sitting for 3 years. Overall, the body's in rough but promising shape. The paint is just a rattle can special, but it adds to the personality. There's some rust in the usual spots, but this Jeep definitely has some real potential. Time to get rid of it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the top for it too.
I started poking around right away. The clutch pedal actually felt pretty decent. The brake pedal, on the other hand, straight to the floor, and it stayed there. Not a lot of hope for that. It's gonna need complete brake job. Yeah, we'll definitely have to figure out how to shift this. Different than the Jeeps I'm used to. One thing I'll definitely have to get used to is the shift pattern. There's the standard 3-speed gear shift plus 2 extra levers for the transfer case. Old school 4x4 style. I'm looking forward to figuring that out. Under the hood, we've got an inline engine which wants to live again. It's got visible oil leaks and hasn't run in a few years, but it turns over, which is a great sign. The exhaust manifold looks pretty crusty, but typical. Nothing looks cracked that I can see right off the bat, so that's a win. Plugs and wires are old as expected, definitely on the replace list, but at least everything is still connected. The carb looks a little worse for wear. The owner said he's been able to get it to fire with some starter fluid, but nothing consistent. Definitely needs to be rebuilt. The distributor looks complete and the wiring is intact. This could definitely be brought back with some love. And a rebuild kit. The hoses are old and cracked in some places, not completely dry rotted, just enough to give me some false confidence. There's oil leaking from a few spots, typical for a Jeep of this age, but nothing is hemorrhaging, just marking its territory. Surprisingly, the radiator was full of coolant. I expected it to be bone dry, so that was a welcome surprise. The oil was full as well, very black and dirty, but nothing milky or metallic looking. Definitely ready for an oil change, but not scary. The previous owner gave it a crank while I listened, and it turned over really strong. It actually sounded like it wanted to fire. That alone made the trip worthwhile and got me excited about this project. Then I get hit with the dose of reality with the look underneath. The shocks are old and tired, but they're still mounted. Steering knuckles look untouched, probably full of who knows what, but they're intact. The tie rods are heavily rusted, and the brake system, that looks like it gave up years ago. The rust is deep, especially on the drums. There's a slow leak at the rear differential. Nothing gushing, but definitely something I'll have to address. The leaf springs are tired, but holding.
But the frame itself, like, is rusted, but...
Yeah, the frame's rusty, but...
You could, like, you know, grind down and everything.
No holes, but yeah.
Yeah, no holes through it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's a goner.
But here's the good news. The frame is in surprisingly solid shape. Just surface rust, no rot or huge holes or anything I could find. That's a huge win for a Jeep this old. Inside the tub, it's full of junk. I'll probably find some treasures and definitely a few things I won't want to touch, but that's part of the fun. The floorboards though, they're pretty far gone. Plenty of rust through and a few holes. That's gonna take some serious patchwork. Most people with vehicles this old don't even have titles with them, or I've run into that a lot.
Yeah. Definitely.
So that he has the title, that's a huge step.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know where that VIN would be. I thought it was maybe on this, but...
Yeah, they might have to re-VIN it. Like, they'll put a sticker on it, but...
Yeah.
At least I have, you know, something, a title that says 1958. Look at those biceps, or triceps. I started hunting for the VIN, but either it's well hidden or gone. I'll keep digging. These old Jeeps like to play hide and seek. For towing, I think the rear drive shaft will disconnect it, because otherwise it's turning the whole transmission transfer case.
Oh, yeah.
Disconnect the rear drive shaft?
Okay.
Yeah, that was optimistic. The first bolt I tried was completely seized. After a few tries, reality set in. I realized I was just gonna round it off, so I gave up before I made it worse. Tow it and hope for the best. With no brakes and no engine power, we had to muscle it onto the car dolly by hand. Took a bit of teamwork, but we got it done. We strapped it down, put the transmission in neutral, and started the hour-and-a-half journey home. This CJ5 is finally mine. It's going to be one heck of a project. All right, stopped to get gas. So far, so good. A little worried about the transfer case and the differential heating up, but put my hand on it. Still feels pretty cool, actually. So I think we're okay. Fingers crossed. So far, so good. I've got my daughter's sunglasses on. I don't normally wear sunglasses like this.
He does.
We do hear a little bit of a... But I felt the differential, I felt the transfer case, like they weren't hot. So we're gonna drive 20 minutes or so, pull over again, check it again, and we'll see. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? We're also watching for smoke or anything, but I don't know. I think we'll be okay. We'll make it. We just stopped for a quick check. The differential, I can put my hand on it, but it's definitely warm. But not, yeah, I mean, it's pretty warm, but not horrible. Transfer case up here. Yeah, I mean, I can keep my hand on it for a while, but it's definitely hot. So, I don't know, we might just stop again and check it, because what else are we going to do? Can't get that drive shaft off. Think we're good?
I think so.
What's the worst that could happen?
Blow up.
Yeah, the tires seem like they're holding up. If we hear like a loud ka-thunk, bang, crack, we'll let you guys know, because that's certainly within the realm of possibilities. Let's feel that differential. Yeah, it's still just warm. Transfer case. Yeah, it's hotter. Can't leave my hand on it as long, but I can still touch it, so I guess that's a good sign. Hopefully I didn't burn anything up in that little transfer case. Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
My daughter Bella thinks.
That's cool.
What do you think of Grandpa Dale's new Jeep?
Is that so cool?
What do you think?
Lots of work to be done.
You think so?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges. Yeah, I think those are like fiberglass. Yeah, little fiberglass stores.
It's cool though. I like this.
It'll be a lot of fun. You like the vibe of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the radio is up there. I didn't even notice that.
See?
Huh, on the roll bar.
Oh. I think that must be installed.
Oh yeah, that's aftermarket, yeah. You helped Grandpa Dale with it? Huh? You helped Grandpa Dale with it? Yeah. So yeah, super excited to get started on this build. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Be sure to subscribe to follow along as we restore this thing. Next week, we're gonna try to start it, get it to run longer, maybe more than just turn over. Also, we're gonna be cleaning it out. There's some compartments in this thing I haven't even looked in. I don't even know what's in there. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day.